Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the Noble Network Virtual College Fair powered by StriveScan. My name is Sibel. I will be your facilitator for today's session. I'm super excited to get started. We have some absolutely amazing panelists and presenters here from absolutely amazing schools and universities. I'm super excited for them to tell you a little bit about themselves. I do want to preface that, though, by saying we have about a 45-minute session. So it is going to be an appetizer round of these schools and universities, telling you a little bit about them. So please make sure you're taking some notes, taking some screenshots, taking down their contact information to make sure you follow up with them afterwards. Now, a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. Remember, this is a webinar format, so you are muted, your video is turned off, and the panelists cannot see or hear you. So you're probably wondering, well, Sibel, how do I ask all of my questions that I have for these schools? Well, that is a great question. You are going to be using the Q&A button in your Zoom toolbar. So if you look at your Zoom toolbar, you'll see a Q&A button, normally somewhere in the middle, to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. Now, I stress, at any time. We only have 45 minutes, and majority of that time is going to be them presenting. So it is extremely important that you do not wait until the last minute. We will not be answering your questions live, so it will be answered throughout the entire session. So please make sure you are typing in your questions to the presenters at any time using that Q&A. And also do us a favor, please make sure you put the school's name within the question. Again, put the school's name within the question so we all know who the question goes to. Sign up for more sessions. Check the schedule on the website. I believe this is the last session for today, but anything in the future you can always find on the website. But if you missed out on some of these schools, or maybe mom, dad, cousin, grandma, grandpa, maybe a friend wants to check out these schools too, or maybe you just want to relive the fun, you can, because all sessions are being recorded and they will be available at strivescan.com/noble. Now, with that said, I'd love to get started with our first school up, which is Northeastern Illinois University.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to start sharing my screen. All right, welcome. My name is Amanda McGlade, and I am one of the admission counselors at Northeastern Illinois University, and I'm here with my colleague, Daniela Torres, who is also one of the other admission counselors, and she'll be responding to any questions in the chat box. So just to give you guys a little bit more information about the university and our location, we have 3 locations throughout the Chicagoland area. The first is our main campus, which is located in the North Park neighborhood on the northwest side of Chicago. So we are not located downtown, but we are kind of bordering Chicago and Evanston area around there. We also have another location in Chicago, which is the El Centro campus, which is located in the Avondale neighborhood at Belmont and Kimball. And then finally, our last location in Chicago, which is the Carruthers Center, located in the Bronzeville neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. So you're welcome to take classes at any of these locations. And if you happen to live closer to one of the locations, we do recommend you take classes at the location that's closest to you. So this list that you're looking at here is our full list of undergraduate academic programs. We have over 80 plus programs at Northeastern for bachelor programs and master programs. So just to name off a couple, we have biology, communication, media and theater, justice studies, psychology, social work, accounting, and computer science. Those are just some of the popular majors and minors. But as you can see, there's a lot to choose from. So definitely check out our website to read about each of these programs. So Northeastern's tuition is roughly around $12,000 a year. We are proud to say we are one of the most affordable universities in the state of Illinois and in the Chicagoland area. Northeastern does provide a guaranteed tuition rate for up to 4 consecutive years. So what that means is that your tuition will not change for the 4 years that you attend our school. And about 89% of our students actually qualify for financial aid, and undocumented students may also qualify for in-state tuition as well. Northeastern is offering a really, really amazing scholarship opportunity called the NEIU 4U Scholarship for incoming freshmen this fall semester, where you can get your tuition covered by the university. So after your FAFSA or Illinois alternative application goes through, whatever balance that you have left with the university, Northeastern will cover the rest of that balance. So it's basically like you're getting a full ride to the university. In order to qualify, you need to have a family income of $60,000 a year or less, and a GPA of 2.0. So as I mentioned again, this is a scholarship that will cover your full cost of tuition. And we do require that you are a full-time student in order to be eligible. So student life at Northeastern, we are a school with lots and lots of opportunities to get involved, and I can't stress enough the importance of getting involved at the university. So we do have a radio station, a campus newspaper. We also have a student government association and more. Northeastern does also offer Greek life as well. So if you want to join a sorority or fraternity, that's also another option for you. We also have our Angelina Pedroso Center, which is there to bring community to the NEIU University. So the Pedroso Center is there to enhance self-awareness, community engagement, and social consciousness at NEIU. And you can see from this list on the screen is that they do offer a lot of different events where students can get involved on campus. Here's some photos of our Pedroso Center. And Northeastern also does offer a variety of resources to our undocumented students, such as one-on-one advising. And we also assist students with their Illinois alternative application and RISE application. And then also, we do have a club called the Undocumented Resilient and Organized Club, which seeks to bring awareness to issues that are affecting our undocumented students. I do want to mention that every single scholarship that Northeastern offers, our undocumented students can also qualify for. There is also the Nest on campus, which is our student housing at the main campus. So students are welcomed to live on campus if they choose to. It is not a requirement to live on campus, but it is there as an option if you do want to have that opportunity to live on campus. Living at the university is also just a great way to support students' academic success as well. So here's some photos of what they look like. Our dorms are really beautiful. They're apartment style living, so you get the full-size bedroom, kitchen, dining room, bathroom. You have it. It's a lot bigger than your typical college dorm. In order to get admitted to the university, you need to have a 2.5 GPA and a high school diploma or GED, and we are a test optional university, so you do not need to submit ACT or SAT scores for admission. If you are applying for scholarships, we do ask that you do submit those scores though. In order to apply to the university, you can go on our website and apply directly through our website, or you can apply through the Common App as well. We actually do not have a $30 application fee anymore, so you can ignore that part. We just recently got rid of that, but so just know it's a free application now. And just make sure you let your high school counselors know to submit your transcripts after you've applied. We do encourage students to complete the FAFSA or the alternative application, and I know it is a requirement for a lot of high school students, so just make sure you add Northeastern to the FAFSA. I would like to thank you for attending the presentation on Northeastern Illinois University. This is my contact information and my colleague Daniela's as well, so feel free to reach out to either of us if you guys have any questions. But I'm going to pass it over to the next speaker now. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Northeastern Illinois University, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have Wayne State University.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me. My name's Erica. I'm going to share my screen in just a minute. So let's do that and get the presentation up. Yep. All right. Everyone can see my screen?
You're good to go.
Great, thanks, Sabal. So Wayne State University is located in the heart of downtown Detroit, Michigan, in a neighborhood called Midtown. If you're driving anywhere from the Chicago area, it's about 4.5-ish hours, depending on who's driving and what time of day you start. We're the third largest university in the state of Michigan, and we're actually in the top 50 largest in the country. So if you're looking for a very large campus, huge college feel, but at an affordable price and within half a day's drive home, this is a really good option. I'll also say for students who are interested in making sure you're attending a diverse university, we are the most diverse campus in the state of Michigan, with just over 27,000 students coming from 48 states and 76 different countries. The picture you see here is the middle of our campus. There's a lot of cool events that happen here. You'll see a picture of one of those events called Festifall, where all of our campus organizations crowd this space and allow new students to learn about their orgs. They're giving out free stuff. There's music, there's food. It's a great time. So we are Michigan's only urban public research university. So if you're wanting to study in a city environment, this is quite literally the only place you can do it at a public university in Michigan. We have 13 schools and colleges with over 500 different majors to choose from. So I will drop a link later after the presentation where you can look at the majors and everything that we offer, or you can simply ask me and I'll let you know. But these are some of the schools you see listed here, everything from College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, College of Pharmacy, Nursing, Business, social work, education, our College of Fine and Performing Communications Arts. So quite literally, the sky's the limit with over 350 majors. We also have, for students interested in becoming a doctor, wanting to go into the medical field, a Wayne Med Direct program. It's a pretty amazing program that allows you direct entry into our med school after you graduate from your bachelor's, and it comes with a ton of scholarship money. So check that out if you're interested. I like to call this the humble brag slide. These are just some things that we do well at Wayne State. We are the #2 med school and law school in the state of Michigan. We're in the top 20% for social work programs. Whoop, whoop. That's what I went to Wayne State for. Top 50 for nursing programs in the country, or top 7% is what that equates to. Top 100 for humanities and social sciences. And we are also listed, we're consistently listed among the best business schools in the Midwest. So a lot of our students decided to apply test optional last year. That was an option, and we are still pending whether we're going to make that an option for folks who are going to be seniors next year. But just to give you a sense of the class averages, of the 3,000 odd students that were admitted, they had an average of 3.43 and an average SAT of an 1110 or SAT of 28. However, I do want to stress to students, this is not admissions requirements. We are very flexible in our admissions requirements. And in fact, we do a holistic review to really review the student overall. So I encourage any and everyone to apply because we really are looking at you as an overall student and not just these numbers. So here's the fun stuff. In terms of what to do on campus, there is a lot. As one of the biggest schools in the country and in Michigan, we have over 500 student orgs and clubs that you can join, including fraternities, sororities, sports groups. We're Division II for all 18 of our sports, with the exception of fencing. We are Division I. But we have all types of clubs and spaces to accommodate students, whether you're into the arts, whether you're into volunteering, like I said, social clubs, professional clubs. If you like feeding squirrels, there's a club for you here too. So there's quite a bit to do, and I encourage students to kind of find their space on campus. Speaking of finding spaces on campus, you also have the opportunity to study abroad. We have 36 different study abroad organizations, programs that you can study in 20 different countries across 5 continents. So these are just a few pictures of where students have studied in the past, but certainly lots of opportunities as well. All right, so the nitty gritty, I wanted to at least include a slide, even though I'm going to go over this very quickly. Illinois residents get in-state tuition. So you're paying the same amount as any student in Michigan, so long as you're applying by one of our scholarship deadlines. I always like to push the early one, which you see listed in red below, December 1 of your senior year. So in-state tuition is about $13,900. You will absolutely get that as long as you're, or near that, as long as you're applying by that December 1st deadline. But automatically, you're going to be considered for the merit scholarships you see in the big bubble. You'll automatically get one of the out-of-state scholarships. That's what gives you the in-state tuition. And you can get a third need-based scholarship that you see here, all by just turning in the application by December 1st. So I always stress to students, if you're thinking about Wayne State, apply early because that's what gets you the maximum amount of scholarships. We also have private, departmental, and athletic on top of it that you could also then apply for after you get admitted. A lot of students like to ask about housing. We do not require that students stay on campus freshman year. If you would like to have a car as a freshman, that's okay too. But we do have 7 residence halls and apartment buildings. These are just a few pictures from some of them. We have housing to accommodate 1 person all the way up to 6 people. And if I haven't stressed it enough, really what makes Wayne State a very special place is location. Not only are you in a major US city, but it's the smallest major US city, meaning you're not competing with many students when it comes to jobs, internships, opportunities, even waiting in line at a restaurant, right? Things like that really make the experience of Wayne State students special and unique, and you get the best of both worlds. And here is my contact information. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can text, call, or email, whatever works for you. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome, thank you so much. If you have any questions for Wayne State University, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have City Colleges of Chicago-Wilber, Wright College.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. We have heard so much great information about my colleagues from different universities. Let me share my screen. My name is Ramon Cabrales, and I will be presenting on Wilber Wright College, one of the city colleges of Chicago. Okay, so let me go all the way to the top, and here we go. So Wilber Wright College is actually, as I mentioned, one of the 7 city colleges of Chicago. We are located in the north side of Chicago, and we also are located in north side of Chicago, which is 1645 North California, if you guys are familiar with that. So we have two different campuses that you guys can be located in. Now, Wright College is actually known as a transfer institution in which we can help you transfer into every university as well. We do have, since we are community colleges, the most we can give you is an associate. They would actually lead you either to the workforce or lead you into a university. Most of our students actually come to us so they can transfer into a university. We have students basically placed all over the United States. As you guys can see on the screen, you guys can see the type of degrees that we can actually help you with. And when it comes to associates, we have architecture, we have business as well. We have computer science, cybersecurity, management in business, and also networking and software development. So as many more. So the other ones will be the transfer pathways, which it doesn't matter which degree you want to go for, we can help you basically transfer into a university, one of my college universities or any other university. Now, City College, Wright College is actually known as the School of Excellence for Engineering and Computer Science. Okay, so when it comes to that, we have a pathway that actually leads our students into U of I Champaign, University of Illinois at Champaign, School of Engineering. So if you get into this program, you will be able to basically transfer into U of I School of Engineering automatically, is guaranteed, or you can actually go into your UIC, SIU, or IIT. Okay, so we also have different requirements. In our students basically are very great when it comes to doing activities. This is some of the activities that our engineering students actually do. They basically have tournaments. They have, basically robotics. They do robotics programming. They do all of that. If you are interested in that, this Wright College will be the place to be in. Also, when it comes to serving our students who are English learners, we have this program called Avanza. Avanza would actually help our students transfer, come from going to Spanish-speaking classes and then transition into English. So if you are one of those students that need this assistance, this program is for you guys, okay? When it comes to supporting our students, right? In Wright College, we support our students. We actually push our students to be the best, so they can actually be successful at the universities they are transferring into. So we provide different services. We provide advising, transfer, and one of the resources that we have, undocumented student resources, which we will help and guide our undocumented students in, when it comes to scholarships, guidance with any other assistance. If we have to actually refer to another institution, we will do that as well. The Wellness Center actually deals with students, the mental and physical health of the students. So it doesn't have to do nothing with academically, but this would actually help our students be good mentally. Tutoring services, career services as well, that will actually help our students, find a job before or after they graduate. Disability Access, the Access Center used to be called Disability Access Center, but now it's called Access Center. So we actually help our students with IEPs. So if you have an IEP, the center will actually give you all the accommodations that you need, okay? So this is great for our students. When it comes to scholarships, Wilber Wright College we do not require SATs or GPAs to get accepted. We do require SATs and GPAs just for scholarships. So we have the STAR scholarship, in which if you have a 3.0 GPA, weighted or unweighted, whichever is higher, and a 460 writing and 440 math on your SATs, then you will actually be able to enjoy up to 3 years with us for free. So it pays for your tuition, your books, and all the materials that you need for your classes. And this scholarship is also available for our undocumented students, DACA students, or Dreamers. So everybody actually qualifies us. So once you graduate from high school, please apply for this. When it comes to the tuition, When it comes to tuition, Wright College is actually $146 per credit hour, and it turns into $1,753 per semester. Now, if we actually move into a year, it will be $3,500 per year. Okay, so when it comes to in city colleges of Chicago, Wright College is actually the most active student life campus in all city colleges. We have right now 50 plus clubs available for all of our students to do. Students actually go from pre-nursing, from engineering activities that they actually one of the clubs actually enjoys doing is basically planting a tree every year. Okay. One of the things that once I mentioned that the application is open, we don't have no fees, so you guys can apply at any time. And also basically, if you complete financial aid, please include Wilber Wright College on your application as well. And this is the admission process. And last but not least is basically, this is my information. We are going to have an open house. The QR codes, basically you scan it, and then we can actually, we'll be expecting you guys over here once you sign up. Well, that's my time in a little bunch. So I actually pass it on to my colleagues. Next up.
Thank you so much. If you have any question for the City College of Chicago-Wilber Wright College, please put it in the Q&A. Just remember, as a reminder, please make sure you put the school's name within the question so we all know who the question goes to. That would be awesome. Next up, we have Southern Illinois University-Carbondale.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Jackson, and I am going to get myself queued up here to share my screen. All righty, so my name is Rachel Jackson, and I am an admission coordinator for Southern Illinois University-Carbondale, and I am here with my colleague, Asia Watson, who will be taking questions in the chat. Moving right along in our presentation, SIU-Carbondale is about 4.5 hours south of Chicago. If you jump on 57, you're gonna run directly into Carbondale, Illinois. We're about 4.5 hours south. We are a mid-sized public institution here in Illinois. Our student-teacher ratio is 13:1. What does that mean? That means that our class sizes are relatively small. We have over 200 majors, close to 60 minors. We have a little bit over 10,000 undergrad students and a little bit over 3,000 graduate students as well. We also have a School of Medicine and a School of Law. In regards to transportation, our freshman students can bring vehicles to campus. We also have what's called the SIUCI Express. SIUCI Express is like our CTA or our PACE system. It's our public transportation in Carbondale, Illinois. Our students can utilize the SIUCI Express at no cost. You would just present your student ID. We also have what's called the Night and Safety Transit. The Night Safety Transit is usually our off-duty police officers who drive and pick students up. You would just make a call if you need to get from point A to point B. They'll gladly pick you up and take you where you need to go, no questions asked. Our campus also allows for students to be able to skateboard and bike to class as well. As it relates to our university housing, our housing is set up suite style living. Suite style meaning you would have your own room, your suite mate would have their own room, and then the two of you would share the common area, which is the washroom. I do have to mention that this is a first come, first served basis. So if a student has been admitted and they know that SIU is the place that they would like to attend, you definitely want to go ahead and complete that housing contract and get that into us as soon as possible. With our university housing, we also have what's called an anytime meal plan. Anytime meal plan means that you can eat as many times as you like to, day or night. If you would like to go and have breakfast, maybe have lunch after lunch, you can definitely do that. All utilities are, of course, included with our housing. We also have what's called a living and learning community. Living and learning community means that you can opt to stay on the floor with other students in the same major that you're in. So that's definitely something to look into. If you're a nursing major, aviation major, you can opt to stay on the same floor with other students in the same program that you're in. Like I mentioned, we do have an anytime meal plan, so you can eat as many times as you like to. One of the dining facilities that we have on our campus is called the Grill. So for those of us that have ever been to a hibachi style restaurant, we have our own hibachi style restaurant on our campus. You can choose between your protein, your veggies, your sauce, and then our dining staff will prepare the food directly in front of you. For those of us that may have dietary restrictions, that's not a problem. Our staff will be more than happy to accommodate you. definitely get involved. So we offer a study abroad program. We also offer a university honors program. So if you have a 3.5 high school GPA, you can definitely look into our university honors program. We also have what's called a career development center and a student multicultural resource center. Our student multicultural resource center houses our women's resource center, our Latino resource center, our African American resource center, and our LGBTQ resource center as well. We also have a disability support services. So if students need particular accommodations, you would just go and speak with the representative from our disability support services, and they'll be more than happy to assist you on getting those accommodations. We also have quite a few events that take place on our campus. We actually have one that starts on Monday, and it's called our International Festival. It's a 3-day event. We have a parade of flags. We have our International Food Festival, which is usually my favorite. And then we have our cultural show. And if we take a picture, take a look at the picture in the middle, that's a picture of our parade of flags that we have. We're excited because we haven't, of course, with COVID, we haven't had a chance to have it in a while. And this is the first year in like 2 years that we're having this event. So we're really excited about that. Like I mentioned, you definitely want to get involved. So we have over 300 registered student organizations on our campus. Those range from Greek life to academic organizations, religious organizations, and professional organizations. So the options are endless as it relates to different clubs and organizations on our campus. If you have an interest and let's say we may not have that club or organization, you can feel free to start your own club or organization on our campus. We also have 15 NCAA Division I sports teams. So we're really excited to have our different sporting events that our students can take full advantage of at no cost. If there's a home event, you can attend that home event at no cost by just presenting your student ID. We also have what's called Truth in Tuition. Truth in tuition means that your tuition is locked in, okay? So whatever your tuition is when you come in, that's what you're gonna leave paying, if not less. We also have what's called the legacy tuition rate. The legacy tuition rate means that if your parent or guardian are graduates of SIU, you will also receive 20% off of your tuition. So those are 2 things that we do offer for our students. Now we're getting to the juicy stuff. This is the estimated cost of tuition. I do have to emphasize estimated. So of course that cost can vary based on grants and scholarships and things of that nature. We offer a variety of scholarships at SIU. Those are based on academics. We also have a general scholarship application. So you definitely, once you've been admitted, you want to make sure that you complete the general scholarship application. For requirements, it's a 2.75 GPA for automatic admission. If a student may not have that 2.75, that's okay. You'll be admitted through our alternative admission program, which is called the exploratory program. And definitely make sure that you follow us. We are 100% open. Make sure that you follow us on social media. We are on TikTok, surprisingly. We're also on Instagram and Snapchat as well. So for updates on virtual events as well as in-person events, make sure that you follow us. And yes, our campus, like I mentioned, is 100% open. We are providing tours Monday through Saturday. And I am going to conclude my presentation, and I'm also going to add myself and Asia's contact information in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Southern Illinois University-Carbondale, please put it in the Q&A. All right, next up we have Southern Illinois University-Edwardsville.
Hello, everybody. I'm just going to share my screen really fast and then we'll get this party started. All right, so my name is Christina. I'm an admissions counselor here at SIU-Edwardsville. Fun fact, I'm also an alum, so I'm happy to answer any questions about what it was like to be a current student. I'm by myself, so I'll do my best to answer your questions in the chat verbally if I can. So we'll get this party started. Okay, so just some quick facts about SIUE. We are a mid-sized 4-year public university. We're located in Edwardsville, Illinois. And if you're not familiar with where that's located, we're gonna be about 4.5, 5 hours south. We're really close to downtown St. Louis. We're about 30 minutes away from St. Louis. So we're still in Illinois, but if you're looking to get a little further away from home, it's a good solid drive. We have about 13,000 students on our campus, makes our student to faculty ratio about 15:1, and our average class size about 21. As far as academic programs that we offer, we have about 125 undergraduate majors, 64 minors, and 11 pre-professional degrees. So I know that it says here that we offer 351 areas of study, but that does include graduate programs. So you really want to focus on those 125 majors that we offer. We also offer direct entry as an option as well. So any school that you see listed with an asterisk, that means we do offer direct entry for our first year students. If you're wondering, our most popular majors are going to be nursing, engineering, pharmacy, and business. And I did notice a question in the chat about culinary programs. Unfortunately, we do not offer any culinary programs. So just wanted to be upfront about that. As far as cost of attendance, I think we're really, really affordable. We sit at just about $22,100 for the entire first academic year. And so that does include tuition, it includes feeds, it includes housing, and it includes your meal plan. So all of that is included on there. Also included is free resources for you, like free tutoring, free student fitness center. And the biggest thing that we offer is actually free textbooks, which is amazing. So you don't have to pay for textbooks on our campus. It actually saved me a ton of money as a student on our campus. What else? We do not offer out-of-state tuition, so everybody across the country is actually paying that same exact price for their first year. And then I also want to mention that for undocumented students graduating from a U.S. high school, they're also eligible for this rate as well. Now that's just your starting point. We do offer about 450 scholarships to help cut down on those costs as well. So, and I believe 70% of our students do take advantage of some form of financial aid too. To qualify for those scholarships, there's going to be all sorts of requirements, but all of them are test optional. So you do not have to have taken a test to qualify for our scholarships. As far as getting involved on campus, we have a really healthy and fun student life on campus. We have about 250 clubs and organizations to offer on our campus. That includes Greek life, esports, athletics. And by athletics, I mean club and intramural, volunteering, and arts and performing arts. Not listed here, we do also offer study abroad if that's something that you're interested in taking part in. We work with about 300 universities worldwide, so there's lots of places that SIUE can take you through that program. We're also Division I athletics, and it's free for all of our students to attend all of our Division I events too. We also offer an honors program. We offer research opportunities and internship opportunities at the undergraduate level, which isn't always a common thing that universities offer. So that's a really unique opportunity that we always encourage our students to take advantage of. As far as housing, housing is suite style for all of our freshmen, and there are options to upgrade. So what do we mean by that? Basically, you're sharing a room with a roommate, you have 2 suite mates next door to you, and the 4 of you share a bathroom. So there are no community style bathrooms for our freshmen. It is not mandatory to live on campus, but 70% of our students will choose to live on campus. For our upperclassmen not listed here, we do have upperclassmen housing, and upperclassmen housing is available to sophomores and older, and that's going to be more apartment style. So it will come with a kitchen and a living room. Our application is still live now, but our priority deadlines are December 1st for scholarship opportunities, and May 1st is our final deadline. So if you're a current senior, apply as soon as you can. If you're a junior, your application will open up in July, if I'm not mistaken. You can find our application on our website and on the Common App. To apply, you just need to submit your high school transcripts. The application itself takes about 10-15 minutes to complete. And there is a $40 application fee, but we do honor application fee waivers as well. So feel free to send those in too. And we're also test blind. So we do not look at your test scores at all. Even if you send it in, we're only looking at your GPA for admission. And that GPA requirement is a 2.6 GPA or higher. We will work with students who maybe fall a little bit below that deadline. And so we'll take that on a not deadline requirement. So we will take that on a case-by-case basis. And then last but not least, visit our campus. It's beautiful. We have about 2,600 acres of land to work with. And there's lots of ways you can see our campus. We have virtual options, in-person options, bigger options, smaller options. It's all about what you're looking for. We even have a self-guided tour. So if you're having a hard time registering for those tour dates, you can go onto campus and walk yourself around campus using a brochure and a map. So with that, thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have any questions, just put them in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions for Southern Illinois University-Edwardsville, please put them in the Q&A. Now, my panelists and presenters, if you can please come on back. I'd love to have you because I have one or two important questions to ask you all. So come on back. I'd love to see your beautiful faces. Now, my question is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we're just going to go in presentation order. So Northeastern Illinois, I'm putting you on the spot. You are first.
Hello, everybody. I guess my advice would be to get involved in college. It's so important because this is how you're going to make friends on campus, build relationships with other people. And that's just my biggest advice, get involved. And students who are involved on campus do better academically as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Wayne State, what advice would you give?
Going through the search process, definitely visit campuses, get the feel for it, really decide, you know, if you like being in the city more, if you like being in quieter areas, and, you know, if size is a factor for you, if you like small schools, like more intimate, or do you like being in big schools, because, you know, you can really weigh those options.
Awesome. Thank you. Wilbur Wright.
Oh, sorry, that was not Wayne State.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Was that Northeastern answered twice? Got it. Okay, so sorry about that. Wayne State, go for it.
No, that's okay. I was just super excited to share mine. So I would say, and students going through the college search process, make a preference list. I think it's really important for students to remember, you may think that colleges are choosing you, but you are choosing colleges just as much, if not more. So you should have your preferences. I think, like Daniela was saying, right? Do you want to go, do you see yourself going to a big school, small school? What do you want to do when you're not on campus? What types of things do you want to see, you know, around you? Make that list, and that will really help you start to weed out schools, and it may help you find schools you've never heard of too. So it's a good place to start.
Awesome. Thank you. Now we're at Wilbur Wright College.
Yes. Well, my advice is basically all the advice that I was given by my colleagues, but I also want to, you know, tell the students, visit the campus, go there. I mean, don't rely on our brochures, all of that. Go there, visit it, and then you will actually, you know, if you fall in love with it, go there. Also, you know, scholarships, research the scholarships available in each college. Sometimes those are actually, well, not all, sometimes, every time it's actually something very important when it comes to tuition. And also, you know, research the clubs, the activities that you can actually do, because over here in Wright College, as well as all my colleagues, we advise our students to actually get involved within the campus life, so they can actually be more productive and make more friends.
Love it. Thank you so much. Southern Illinois University-Carbondale.
I would say, just like my colleagues mentioned, try to visit as many schools as possible, schools that you have an interest in. Try to visit those schools, see if you can see yourself on that campus. Talk to students. You know, that's, as a younger generation, we don't ask questions. If you go to a school and visit, ask those student workers questions. How do you like your classes? How's campus life? So I would definitely say, just try to visit as many schools as you can while you're going through your college search.
Love it. Awesome. And Southern Illinois University-Edwardsville.
Hello again. So my advice is slightly different from everybody else's, although I do heavily agree with everybody else's advice. I think that you all should track down who your admissions counselor is for each school. So that would be all of us up here on the screen. So you want to figure out who is your main person on campuses that you're interested in learning more about. It is our job to answer those questions. So don't be afraid to reach out to us, to find us, and ask those important questions. We're going to be that wealth of knowledge that you need. So definitely find out who we are. Seek us out if we're not already seeking you out, and take advantage of the knowledge that we have about our different campuses.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to do a speed round on this one. Okay. So briefly, what's one thing you want students to remember about your school? Now, Northeastern, I'm putting you on the spot again. Let's have one representative this time from Northeastern, please. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. One thing that I think you guys should remember about Northeastern is our cost. I know a lot of people your age probably don't think about the cost of tuition that much, so it's really important to choose a school that's going to be affordable to you. And Northeastern is one of the most affordable universities in the state of Illinois.
Love it. Thank you. Wayne State.
In terms of Wayne State, I think the things that really make us stand out is inclusivity, equity, diversity, access. So if those are things that really resonate with you, I dare you to find a better place to do it in Michigan, I'll say. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. We have Wilbur Wright College. You're on mute, Ramon. Sorry.
The mute bug got me again. So anyway, so in Wilber Wright College, we just remember, as you come into Wright College, we are a family. We become a family of students. You actually make Wilber Wright College. We actually have diversity, equality. So we have a bunch of great programs that you guys can enjoy, and plus the tuition is also very affordable, and you can get to the university that you actually want to go into.
Awesome. Thank you. Southern Illinois University-Carbondale.
One thing about our university that I would like for students to remember is the clubs and organizations. If you are getting a little homesick your freshman year, definitely get involved. There is something on our campus literally for students of all walks of life, all backgrounds. So if you are missing a little taste of home, definitely get involved, meet someone from your hometown, and make friends.
Love it. Southern Illinois University-Edwardsville.
There's so much, but if I have to pick one, I'm going to say housing. I really enjoy our housing. I was a student on our campus, and it was by far the best housing I've ever seen when I was looking at campuses. So definitely check out our housing, especially as students coming from about 4 or 5 hours away. You will most likely be living on campus, and I think you should. I think that's some good advice too, is to live on campus your first year. But check out our housing because it's great, and there are no community style bathrooms, which was amazing. So
awesome. Thank you all so much for answering those questions. I will say, you all, you heard it here first from the experts, right? I even learned a thing or two. So again, my panelists and presenters, thank you all so much for being here. What you do is extremely important. And my attendees, what you do is important too, because you are here. This might be your first step in figuring out what is the best investment of your next 4 to 5 years, or whatever that looks like for you. But remember, it's an appetizer session. So now it's time to do a little bit more research on these schools and see which ones you want to pursue. So thank you all for joining us. Remember, after you close out this window, a very quick 5-question survey will appear. I mean, the words very quick are literally on your screen, so it should be very quick. We really do appreciate the feedback. We do not have any more sessions happening, so disregard that, but please check out the website for anything in the future. Remember, if you would like to relive the fun, a recording will be available at strivescan.com/noble. Now, with that said, again, thank you so much, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you.